Good afternoon and welcome to the Calcutta Cricket and Football Club for the CCFC Interclub T10 Cricket Tournament powered by Vienna Sports. It's time for the inaugural edition and inaugural match of this tournament, which is a T10 format of cricket, the quickest and most exhilarating format that the beautiful game presents us with. And we start off with Calcutta Punjab Club taking on Calcutta Swimming Club. Live from CCFC. Calcutta Punjab Club winning the toss and choosing to bat first. In warm conditions with an afternoon start. And Ricky Malik will be facing the first ball. Shivam Arora alongside him at the crease. As we prepare for ball number 1. Places the umpire. And here we go. Oh, and that's a tough one. It's hit the wicketkeeper in the face. A bit of extra bounce generated there. And that'll be byes to start off with. Aryaman opening the bowling. And that is some serious pace with the new ball. Bringing Shivam Arora on strike. Left-hander known for his prowess in the power play. Here he is on strike. Oh, and he's taken him. Aryaman strikes. And that's the first wicket for Calcutta Swimming Club. A dream start for them. And Aryaman is the one who breaks the deadlock before CPC could even get started. What a beautiful delivery. It swung in quite a bit. Shivam Arora, not much footwork. Tried to play it on the rise. And the only thing that rose were the bails off the stumps. And the stumps out of the ground. We saw the first ball packed some punch. And now the big man comes in, Yuvraj Keswani. As you can see, the stats speak for themselves. This CCFC Interclub T10 tournament has no restrictions as to who can play. First division players are allowed, Super League players are allowed. Even if you've represented Bengal, you can play in this tournament, which means that the standard, the level is going to be at an absolute high. And in walks Yuvraj Keswani. You can see a highest of 107. Average of 36, strike rate of 70. Also part of the Bengal under-25 squad this season. Plays first division cricket. And has donned a CCFC shirt as well a couple of seasons ago. But now representing Calcutta Punjab Club in this tournament. Just to take you through the rules. The batsman has to retire on 25 runs. Can't exceed that. Here is Yuvraj. Beautiful cover drive. Straight through for a single though. Good field placement by CSC. And what a lovely start from Aryaman with the new ball. Ricky Malik now on strike. Shot, cut away. But again, very good field placement. A bit of a wideish third man or a deep point. Curbing the boundaries. It's a boundary game, this, the T10 format. And you can see that there is a run-up restriction as well for the bowler. And that's an appeal, and that will run away all the way for a boundary. Not sure whether it got bat or pad. Let's take another look at it with the replay. Oh, that's a close one. No wonder the appeal was made by the bowler. But it does go down to Yuvraj's bat. And his first boundary of quite a few that he should score in this tournament. Class act he is. Lets that go. Decent attempt from the wicketkeeper. And what was a very good over will still continue from Aryaman. 9 of the first 5, including that wide. So a decent start for the bowling side and the batting side. Ricky Malik likes to get off to a flyer in the power play. Well bowled by Aryaman. Ricky negotiates it, and after the end of 1 over, it's 9 for 1. This is the CCFC Interclub T10, powered by Viana Sports, supported by Sanatra Healthcare. And this is the inaugural edition of this tournament. CCFC has made the T10 format very popular with its KKR supported T10 Franchise League, now in its 5th season. In fact, currently ongoing. Both these tournaments will be played simultaneously now. And such has been the success of the T10 format that CCFC has decided to invite the social clubs around the city for a T10 cricket extravaganza. And someone who has been very popular in the T10 franchise format is Abadya Junjunwala. He will be taking the ball for the second over. A very prominent tennis player in the club circuit and also a very handy cricketer. Yuvraj on strike. Slow delivery, can't generate too much pace on it, but still finds the gap, and that will in fact race away to the boundary. Very quick outfield here at CCFC, and Yuvraj gets another boundary to his total. No chance for mid-off. Abadya too slow and too short. And Yuvraj possesses a lot of power. This is a better delivery from Abadya. Just looping it slightly. Will Yuvraj go for a big hit though? Comes down the wicket, hits it straight past mid-off once again. He's loving that region. And he gets his third boundary of the innings, racing across to 13 of 5. And you can already see the difference in standard. What with first division players allowed to play this format, we will see runs aplenty. And it starts off from Yuvraj Keswani. I'm sure Abadya will take mid-off back to long off now, considering he's been hit for a 4 twice in that region. Will he maintain the same line and length though. Yes, he does. Floats it in nicely. That will be a quick single from Yuvraj. Not getting carried away. And that's something that happens regularly in this format. Batters think that they have to score at a rapid pace, hit every ball to the boundary. It's not the case. A couple of boundaries and over, and the rest can be negotiated. Singles and doubles are also a very important factor in the T10 game, especially in a big ground like CCFC. Ricky Malik hasn't got a boundary yet. That's looped away. He goes for the sweep. Appeal by the umpire, rather by the wicketkeeper. Umpire says not out. Leg by is signalled, perhaps. No, in fact, it's come off the bat. Nice little partnership here between these two. Last ball of the second. Can Yuvraj get another boundary? Comes down the wicket, goes big. Oh, and that is a brilliant attempt at the boundary. What a stop eventually. And a good piece of fielding to end the second. It's 20 for 1. Let's take another look at it. Yuvraj thought he had cleared it. Oh, that is brilliantly done. Not sure who the fielder was, but kudos to the man at long off. (20 of 2 for Calcutta Punjab club. Good start for them. 90 is a fighting total that a lot of teams will be aiming at, but of course nothing beats getting to 3 figures. A psychological advantage for sure when you're defending a total. Really puts the pressure on the teams as well who are chasing, if they have to chase 100. The way Yuvraj is batting, this may just be the last over that he faces. 10 away from retirement. Pratim is the new bowler in the last over of the power play. That's a wide delivery, well stopped by the keeper. And Deva Pratim, as he's known. Very good with the new ball. But that could go out of the window when you're bowling to someone like Yuvraj Keswani. Shot, punched through the cover region. And again a good piece of fielding by Harsh on the boundary. And that will be a couple added to the total. Yuvraj now 17 of 8. Nicely bowled by Pratim. Rahul Nandi, the fielder, at cover. Yuvraj taking his time, waiting for the bad ball, and when it comes, he'll try to put it away. Oh, and that's missed the keeper, the batter, and everything in between. And it will be byes. Just swinging that one in slightly, Pratim. Yuvraj not really able to deal with the swing on that occasion. Ricky Malik on strike now, still looking for his first boundary of the day. plays for the Primark Panthers in the KKR CCFC T10. Got a quick 25 in the last match that he played. Can he do the same here? Full toss, flicked away by Ricky. And well fielded again by his Primark teammate, Harsh. A lot of these players represent their club throughout the year, but have been split into different teams during the KKR franchise T10. Now back with their own clubs for this tournament. Yuvraj on strike. It was a full delivery. Chance for a run out. Good piece of fielding by the CSC team. And this has been a decent over from Protim, apart from the wide that he started off with. Just 5 of 5 deliveries. Yuvraj will be looking for a boundary. It's short, he cuts, and that should be for past Harsh in the extra cover region. And Yuvraj races on to 21 now. A bit of width offered past point, and easy pickings for a batsman of his quality. At the end of 3, Punjab club are 29 for 1. So that's the power play done and dusted. Calcutta Swimming Club can now have 5 fielders outside the circle, 4 inside, just like regular T20 power play rules. And Vishesh Agarwal will be the new bowler. Yuvraj on 21 now. Ricky Malik still looking for a boundary. Hasn't used the power play to full effect. But there is still a lot of space in the outfield. Swing and a miss, and wide called by the umpire. Good piece of glove work behind the stumps. Shot cut by Ricky for a single to deep extra cover. Pretty evident that Ricky Malik is playing the anchor role. His contribution just the 4. And on the other hand, Yuvraj is the one who is playing the aggressive role. Not easy to adjust to this level after playing first division. Ball tends to come out of the hand a little slower. Have to adjust yourself, as you see. Wide called once again. Looks like quite a grassy wicket. Did see some bounce in the first over from Aryaman. Can Vishesh generate some as well? Relying on his swing, and it's swung a bit too much. It's gone past the keeper and should go all the way for wide 4s. 5 added to the total, and whatever good work Pro Team did in the last over has been undone by just 1 delivery. Valuable runs for Calcutta Punjab club. Ricky Malik decides he needs his hat. In fact, it looks like that was given as runs off the bat, which means that Yuvraj has had to retire. The first retirement of the CCFC Inter Club T10, and Yuvraj got his 25 within 13 deliveries. Here we go, new batsman on strike, another wide. Looks like the new batter is Ashwin Sharma. Let me just confirm that. Crash to the covers by Ashwin, but there is protection in the deep. Another glorious looking cover drive from a left-hander, Ashwin Sharma, who also plays first division cricket. And with that expansive cover drive, that's just a sign of things to come from his bat. Ricky negotiates a ball on middle and leg for a single. They've already got quite a few runs in this over, 10 to be precise, of 4 deliveries. Ashwin goes again, edges it straight to short third for a single. As I said, not easy to get adjusted to this kind of pace after coming from first division. And Ashwin almost learned that the hard way. Full delivery smashed by Ricky Malik straight to long off for a single. And that will end the 4th over. Punjab Club on 41 for 1. There are sponsors for the CCFC Inter Club T10. An event which has been put together by the cricket section of CCFC, powered by Vienna Sports, and of course supported by the General Committee of CCFC as well. Something new, something fresh to look forward to every year in the CCFC cricket calendar and the CCFC sports calendar, which is absolutely action-packed. As we speak, 4 or 5 events taking place. Pro team comes back in for the 5th over. Ricky Malik cuts it off the stumps, and it's pretty evident that he is going to wait for the bad balls. He's just going to anchor this innings and let the youngsters around him play their shots. He's got 3 flashy left-handers alongside him. First was Shivam Arora, who came up short today. Then Yuvraj Keswani, and now Ashwin Sharma. Calcutta Punjab Club have a solid side, definitely contenders for the champions tag. Ashwin with another beautifully played drive. They're looking for a second. Good fielding in the deep, and they will come back for 2 comfortably. Two groups of 4 teams each in this CCFC Inter Club T10. Shot played straight back to the bowler. Couldn't stop it from being a single though. You've got Punjab Club, Calcutta Swimming Club, CCFC B and Saturday Club in one group, and in the other group it's CCFC A, Lake Club, Bengal Rowing Club and Calcutta Club. CCFC, the hosts, putting up two sides, one of which will be in action shortly, taking on Lake Club. With the first innings of that game to start after the first innings of this game. Ricky Malik goes aerial this time and finds the boundary. Beautifully played by him. He introduces himself to this tournament with his first boundary and almost hits that KKR board, which, might I remind you, doubles your score if it hits the board. Ricky now moves to 7. And he goes again, this time a little straighter, but the same result. Full and wide, and Ricky Malik is not going to let any of those opportunities pass. I said he was waiting for the bad balls, and he gets a couple and puts them away. And the 50 is up for Punjab Club within the 5th over. What a start for them. Ricky goes again over cover, and there's no stopping that eventually. And Navya Kapoor, who is set to come in next, signals that it's a boundary, and it definitely is. And a hat-trick of 4s from Ricky Malik means that Punjab Club are in the driving seat. And at the end of 5 overs, they're 57 for 1. Projected score of 114 for Punjab Club, with Ashwin and Ricky at the crease and Navya Kapoor to come. It looks like it's definitely on the cards. They also have Nikhil Chawla, who can give it a donk. Rajat Singh Dhingra can also bat. And it's up to Abhadya Junjunwala to try and stop the onslaught from Punjab Club. Ashwin on strike. Good idea from Abhadya, trying to target that blue wide line, but just goes on the other side of it. Another extra added to the total. Down the ground by Ashwin for just a single. Ricky Malik has raced to 19 of 12 with those boundaries at the end of the last over. A hat-trick of them. Ricky Malik comes down the ground, doesn't catch it too well, and will only get a single for that. Finds the fielder at deep mid wicket and moves on to 20 now. He'll be looking for a 4 in the next delivery rather than a 6. A lot of players prefer to go to 24 and then hit a big one. Ricky Malik definitely capable of that. Ashwin gives himself room, cuts and cuts hard, and will get another boundary. This is superb batting. Wasn't a bad delivery from Abadya. You can see he cut it from the top of middle stump. Where do you bowl to batters like this? That's what I'm thinking about, because I will have to bowl to them sooner rather than later in the tournament. Again, punched away. That's a good piece of fielding. Football, an integral part of the Calcutta Cricket and Football Club, and some football on show when it comes to the fielding from CSC today. Ricky Malik comes down the ground, goes towards the long off region, and will get another boundary and moves on to 24 now. This is sublime batting from Ricky. Just opened the face of the bat, knew that long off was there, found the gap, and now we'll be looking for that big hit. Abadya's got to bowl a quicker one here, because Ricky may just come down the wicket again. He does. It is a quicker one, but it's edged past short third, and that will be a boundary for Ricky Malik, who will retire on 28. And that ends the 6th over with Punjab Club on absolute fire. They are at 73 for 1. Navya Kapoor is the new batter. Four hundreds to his name, highest of 152. Brilliant average of 52. Oh, in fact, that's Ashwin Sharma's stats. Unsurprisingly. Ashwin showing his quality. He can also hit big. And he has to deal with Rahul Nandi, medium pacer, who if he bowls it in the right areas can trouble a few batters. But it's not going to be easy bowling to these two. .122 is the projected total. And if these two can get their 25s, then that's definitely on the cards. Ashwin on strike. It's a full toss, and he's quite lucky there, Rahul Nandi, not to be put away. Punjab Club won the toss and opted to bat first, and within 37 balls they've got 73, striking it really well. Good delivery by Rahul. Ashwin can only dig it out for a single. bringing Navya Kapoor on strike. A very talented all-rounder. And a musician as well. A good rapper. A budding anchor, I'm told. And he will be joining us in the commentary box as well for the second set of fixtures this evening. Navya also a very good off spinner who bowls a few bouncers as well. Shot by Rahul. Navya just jabs that into the hands of Abadhya for a one bounce single. A tidy over here from Rahul Nandi. He's also a very talented sportsman. Has played rugby, volleyball, cricket, table tennis in the past and still does. This is a big ball coming up. Ashwin goes for it. There's an appeal as well. A scamper for a quick single. Waiting for the umpire signal. And it's off the bat, he claims. Just the 3 runs off 4 deliveries. Rahul Nandi has pulled it back slightly here for Calcutta Swimming Club. He needs to finish off strong though. A good over can suddenly go for a couple of boundaries in the last 2 balls and all the hard work is undone. Shot cut away by Navya into the gap. That is smart batting from Navi K to get his first boundary. Not much Rahul could do about that. Well, he could have pushed third man back. He does that now. He'll have to bring someone into the circle though. And that's what Navya will be looking at. And that's exactly where he's going to target, I feel. Full toss. And it's been struck for 6. Brilliantly played by Navya. Just a little dab. And they're asking whether it's a no ball. I don't think it is. But look at this for a shot from Navya. Oh, I think it was above the waist perhaps. Into the scoreboard. And a good over from Rahul Nandi eventually ends with him giving 13. And Punjab Club are now 86 for 1 after 7. You can see the timeline of the last over. Wide 0, 1, 1, 1 and then a 4 and a 6. And that has spoiled the figures of Rahul Nandi. You've got to be very consistent as a bowler in this format. Only 12 balls and you've got to bowl all of them on the money. Otherwise you're going to go for at least 10 and over. And the bowlers have gone for 12.29 and over. And that's why the strike bowler Aryaman has to come back in. Plays for Salika Challengers in the KKR franchise T10. But this will be his biggest challenge yet, bowling to Ashwin Sharma. And that will have to be re-bowled, wide signalled. Oh, that's a good delivery from Aryaman. He's quite pacey, quite deceptive. He gets the ball to skid through. And it's not easy to pick up off the hand. And I speak from experience, having faced him in the KKR T10. What can Ashwin do though? Shuffles inside, plays him down the ground. They do not push for a second. Some big names coming up in the CCFC A team as well in the game after this. And we may see some power hitting if they bat first. Navya Kapoor edges it and it's past shot third for a boundary. Good attempt from Rahul Nandi, but it was always going away from him. Very good attempt, but perhaps just took a step in front and that put him off. And Aryaman doesn't have too much luck there. With his kind of pace, you may have to keep third man back. This shifts him a bit straighter though. Good delivery but played nicely by Navya. Quick single taken. And what Punjab club are doing is that they're getting boundaries every over. That's all you need to do. And in most overs they're getting a couple. Even if it's a good ball, they're still managing to find the gaps and get the boundaries. They are a force to reckon with in this competition, I'll tell you that much. Ashwin on strike, shuffles in, flicks it away. This could be two. It'll be an easy two for these two. Quick partnership of 22 between Navya and Ashwin. Navya races on to 16 or 5. He's playing a lovely cameo here. Last ball of the 8th. Nicely bowled by Aryaman, who closes out his figures with 1 for 18 after 2. That's not bad for him. At the end of 8, Punjab club are 96 for 1. A couple of overs to go. The projected total is 120. And they will need to get 24 of the last two to achieve that. Not going to be easy though. Ashwin on 17 needs to retire at 25. Vishesh will bowl his second. That's cut away again by Ashwin. Good piece of fielding. Just crept up on him and you didn't expect it. Navya Kapoor will be looking for a big hit here. Vishesh bowled a decent first over. Can he do the same in the second? Navya just checking the field and asking the keeper as well. Very proactive cricketer. Navya went for the big one, didn't really connect. Oh, and that is poor fielding, and that could be a boundary. Oh, that is nightmare stuff from CSC. And Navya now goes to 20 with a bit of help. Oh, that's a bobble up. Quite unfortunate. Usually doesn't happen in CCFC. But a lot of these players are used to playing in other grounds. You need to be a safe fielder here as well, and that brings up the 100 for Punjab club. Navya Kapoor cuts it away for a single. Could have got his 25 in 7 balls. That would have been one of the quickest if he did. But it's still a top-notch innings from him. Ashwin on strike. Goes down the ground. That could be a boundary. Good piece of fielding by Pranav. And they're gonna... Oh yes, they're gonna take a second. This is great running from these two. And poor stuff from CSC. Field placement was good, but the throw and collection was not. Ashwin on strike, goes for the shot towards cow corner and can only pick up a couple. This is good running from Navya, very good running. As I said, it's not only about the boundaries, and Ashwin has shown that. He's run hard and he's got himself to 22 of 17. Last ball of the 9th. Comes down the wicket again, goes in the same region. Should come back for a second. No, they don't. Decent over from Vishesh. In fact, just one boundary of it. After 9, Punjab club are 107 for 1. So into the last over of the first innings of the CCFC Inter-Club T10. It's been a blistering batting display from Calcutta Punjab club. They are on 107 for 1. And I think they should make that 120 total with ease. But these two, Ashwin and Navya, may just retire soon. How do they pace this? Ashwin on 23, Navya on 21. Well, a couple of big hits and they will get themselves to that 120. also do have a couple of batsmen to come who can play it big. Ashwin on strike. Shivanshu Shaw is the new bowler. Rahul Nandi doesn't get a second over. Ashwin leaves that row alone. And that will be a wide. Navya wanted to sneak a single. Play and a miss by Ashwin. That is good bowling from Shivanshu Shaw. Ashwin goes for a big one. This time it's in the air. Don't know if it will be taken. In fact, it's short. And they go for a second. And they realize that Ashwin will retire. In fact, they could have taken 3 and that would have had Navya on strike. But little did they know that the misfield would take place. And that brings an end to a steady, responsible knock by Ashwin Sharma. And he has to retire on 25 of 20. That means the new batsman will be on strike when he goes in. And that will be Nikhil Chawla. Navya Kapoor just mentioning to Nikhil what to expect from the wicket. I think Navya is going to run no matter what. He'll want himself on strike. Nikhil, a very good fast bowler with a good strike rate of 182. Usually comes out in these situations, so it doesn't have too much of an average, but look at that strike rate. Struck a huge 6 in his very first ball of the franchise T10 tournament. Can he do the same here? Nikhil goes for a big one down the ground. Straight too long off. And Navya will keep strike. This is a very impressive total from Calcutta Punjab club. I'm not sure that CSC will have the firepower to chase down this total. If they do, it's going to be one hell of a chase. Navya on strike. It's in the slot. He misses out on the slower delivery. Keeper misses as well, and Nikhil scampers for a single. Brilliant over by Shivanshu Shaw so far. Well bowled again. They will take another single, and you've got a question, where was Shiv Shaw before this? He's only going to bowl 1 over, and they desperately needed him to bowl 2. And this could be something that the CSC side questions themselves about. Last ball of the 10th. Navya Kapoor misses it. He's been undone by the slower deliveries. He will scamper across, and that is a brilliant over by Shiv Shaw. He only gives 4 off it, but what an innings from Calcutta Punjab club. They finish off with a total of 114.